Welcome, everybody. College football is in the air. We're talking today about how to beat that bookies money in the Mountain West. I'm talking once again with Drew Martin out of Atlanta, and we're breaking down another Mountain West team, the Utah State Aggies. Hey, Drew, first and foremost, thanks for being back on. Here's a team that had the number 93rd offense ranked in the nation last year. They're returning 10 starters, so I look for that number to drop, pretty convincingly. This should be a pretty decent offense. However, they've lost 6 out of their front 7 on the defensive side. That's going to take some time to patch those holes. This is a team that's looking at a 6.5 team win total. Do you think they can surpass 6.5 wins? And do you think there's any long shot that this team could capture the Mountain West title?
Well, Brenner, thanks for having me back on. Excited to talk some Mountain West football. And to answer your question, I think if a couple bounces go their way and a couple key games there in the Mountain West, that they do have a shot at winning this conference. And Matt Wells, his 4th year here, he's 26-16 overall, and they did win the conference back in 2013 when he got Coach of the Year. But like you touched on, offensively, I think that they'll be really good. I like their quarterback, Kent Myers. He makes a lot happen with his feet. He was the number 2 rusher last year. So, and this is a team that has 2,000-plus rushing yards in 7 straight seasons. So they're going to keep it on the ground. They're going to pound. But like you said, defensively, they got some question marks. They lose their whole linebacking crew, almost 900 tackles. So stopping people is going to be an issue there in Logan, Utah.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And they also, defensively, they had 27 sacks as a defensive unit last year, but they got 14 of those in a 3-game span. So that number was kind of deflated. Now, with that defense rebuilding again, they're going to be putting the pressure on Kent Myers. If he stays healthy, I think easily this team can surpass 6.5 win totals. What do you say on that?
Well, 6.5, it's a tough, the Mountain West Conference did not do, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They got Air Force and Boise State in back-to-back weeks, and Air Force is off a bye. So those are their 2 toughest games in the Mountain Division. And from the West Division, they pull San Diego State and Nevada, which are the 2 best teams in the West Division. So schedule-wise, they got a tough go of it. They have to go to the Coliseum to play USC. They also pull Arkansas State and BYU. Those are 3 games that they could drop all 3. So 6.5 is going to be tough. I think it's about lined right. I would look to bet Utah State in game totals, betting them over the totals, see where they're marked at, where the odds makers come out on game totals for them, Brenner.
Yeah, I like that angle. And also, again, we're really relying on this offense. And if the quarterback stays healthy, they can do amazing things offensively. So I think that is definitely winnable. But, there's one game that I like, and it's the 2nd game of the year at USC. I got a feeling that spread's going to be a little bit exaggerated. I don't think the bookies are going to be real tight in week 2. So I'm looking to maybe back Utah State because I'm thinking they're probably going to get a whole hell of a lot of points at USC. So keep your eyes open on that one. Is there any other game that sticks its head out that you think they might be able to walk away and steal?
Well, that Arkansas State game, because like you said, I think they could keep it close against USC, but it's going to be tough to gauge this team early on. They got Weber State week 1. They should roll over them, and then they go to the Coliseum to play USC. They might be overmatched there. So week 3 against Arkansas State's going to be a big gauge for this program. And you touched on it. I think the odds makers might be not accounting for everything. Since Wells took over, Utah State's 6-8. With Chucky Keaton at quarterback, 19-8 when he did not start. And a lot of that is Kent Myers and his legs. He can also throw it. So, I think that they might be able to pull that Arkansas State game week 3.
Yeah, I kind of like that as well, and that will be a battle. And, of course, they're going to be on their home field for that one. Yeah, this quarterback is dangerous. He's just got so many weapons, and, again, it all relies on injury. So hopefully they can protect him, protect that blind side. And as you touched on, Coach Matt Wells, he's a damn good coach. He's an up-and-comer, and look for the next year or two to that guy move on to a bigger program. All right, viewers, you heard it. All right, and I'm telling you right now, Utah State and the Mountain West, they might make some noise this year. Look for them to cash some tickets early on. Check out Game 2 against USC. And, of course, as the season kicks off, we'll bring you updates on what we think the best picks will be when those games come available. All right, Drew, thanks so much, my man. Let's kick that bookie's ass. Let's get ready for some college football.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.